Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I certainly do appreciate it. Guys, we're going to review a beer here. The first time I had this beer, it was sent to me by Brandon C, and he sent me this one. Didn't have any date on it, couldn't tell how old it was, but I'm sure it was the freshest thing he could send me. And then they started dating their stuff, so he sent me another one, and I reviewed it a year or two ago, and thought it was pretty damn tasty because I knew how fresh it was. And now he has sent me another one. He said for me to enjoy this, but it's been over a year since I've done it, so we're going to redo it and see if I still think it's just as tasty as I did back then. This one has a date on it of 06/12 of 18, and today is the 24th of July. So about 6 weeks old, if you will. I thought this was pretty tasty West Coast style IPA when I had it the last time. And knew how fresh it was. So I knew I was getting what they were intending me to get. So Brandon C, I'm going to go ahead and review this guy. I do appreciate it, brother. Instead of just drinking it and not reviewing it, I figured, let's go ahead and, it's been a while, so let's do it again. So this is a 2018 edition of Yellow Rose from Lone Pint Brewery. These guys are down in Texas. This is a 6.8%er, and that's what Beer Advocate has. Not a huge beer, and once again, I usually don't even look for beers for me to buy go-to beers until they get to the 7% range. That's just me. That's just my rule of thumb, to get a bigger, bolder mouthfeel, flavor, aroma, taste, those beers. And if I'm going to spend $10 for a 6-pack, I just assume spend $10 for a 7% 6-pack as opposed to spending $10 for a 4.5% 6-pack. I don't session beers, guys. I don't. 2 or 3 usually a day is my cutoff. So the IBUs, it says here on Untapped, is at 62, and it has a big long description, but I am going to read it here. I'll be quick about it. And this is, according to what's on the label here, it says Yellow Rose Smash IPA. And it says here, a smash single malt and single hop IPA using a carboodle technical term for a large amount of malt. And a new hop released in 2012 called Mosaic. Awesome hop, guys. HB 369 is the technical term for it, or a number, or whatever. It is a daughter of Simcoe, one of our favorite hops. Whole cone Mosaic is used for bittering, flavor, and aroma in the kettle. It is also massively dry hopped with that. The beer is named after a Texas heroine, and not the heroin you shoot up in your damn arm, dumbass. If you're doing that, you are a dumbass. Tasting notes: chalk, white head, and the very clean malt backbone. The hops impart strong grapefruit, pineapple, and blueberry flavor and aroma. Don't know if I've ever got a blueberry flavor or aroma from something that did not have blueberries actually done in it. It says here, a strong beer that is extremely quaffable. 6.8%, that's not a strong beer. 12.8%, that's a strong beer. But a 6.8%, not so much for me. Now, if you're used to drinking Coors, Miller, Bud, 6.8% is probably a strong beer to you. But, so we read what's going on here. We got the IBUs, we got the ABV, we got the bottled on date. It is time. So let's pop the top off of this thing and see what we got. See if it's just as tasty. Nice hiss. Not a whole lot of smoke. While I pour this in the glass, guys, I will tell you the cuisine is curried and Thai, cheesy, peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, cheddar, your stronger cheeses. Meat is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I'll add grilled meat to that. Glass by the pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, mug, stein, Sidell. I'm using my favorite tulip glass again today, guys. Better not try that. It's a little bit bigger bottle than usual. Not recommended for extended cellaring. Drinking fresh. Whole idea why they got a dating machine. Kind of cloudy. See a little bit of light through the thin part of the glass on the bottom here, but it looks very cloudy on the top part. Looks like an unfiltered beer. To the nose we go. Yep, smells like a West Coast style to me, guys. I'm getting pine and grapefruit and pineapple. May a hint of some tropical fruit notes. Maybe a little orange is in there. Not off the chain hop aroma, but very nice for a West Coast style. An unfiltered West Coast style, I would add. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brandon. Thank you, my brother. A little bit stronger bitterness on this one, being 62. So it's getting up into the IBUs that usually, if you've not had an IPA before, this one is going to be a little heavy on your palate with the bitterness. Very tasty for a West Coast style, guys. I would put this one up, even though it's not to the ABV, like a Stone Enjoy by is, which I absolutely love those beers. Very nice example of a West Coast style. But at 6.8%, it does seem to not to be too thin or too watery. And it has enough hop aroma, flavor, and taste that it would probably be close enough for me to purchase this beer if it were available here. So, I did want to mention that because 6.8 is awful close to a 7%, which is where my bottom line is when I look for beers. But being an unfiltered beer, which gives it more taste on top of that, they're not filtering all that out. And being a West Coast style, not a New England style, it still has enough taste, flavor, and aroma for me to probably consider purchasing something like this, especially since it has the bottle on date on it. So, with that being said, we're going to sip on this one and see what we end up with and see if it's just as impressive as it was the last time I had it. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Nice spacing is left on the glass. Very tasty West Coast style IPA. It's not blowing my hair back or my socks off now that I have all these wonderful New England style, but I'm going to try to grade it on what I have in front of me. This is a West Coast style. Where we're not going to get that super intense hop flavor and aroma that those beers have. Doesn't have that big bright orange juice color that those beers have, but they're not claiming it to be a New England style beer. So for what it is, for a West Coast style, very tasty. It's only a 6.8% though, which is pretty close to what my guidelines are, because I usually don't buy anything that's not at least 7%. But it's close enough, and it has a lot of taste for a West Coast style beer. I did enjoy this beer. I don't think it's quite to the 10 category, which I gave it the last time, but it's pretty damn close. For the style that it is, very tasty. Final chug. Awesome lacing on the glass. It's a well-made beer, guys. It really, really is. And if you've never got your hands on a New England style, or if you really like the West Coast style, that not over the top hop flavor and aroma, this is an excellent beer, guys. It really is. But I'm not going to give it the 10 this time. I think I did the last time because I had a date on it, and I was so happy that they finally decided to date their stuff. 9 out of 10 for me on this, guys. 98 for me on it this time. I would probably buy this beer if I could get it here, because it has enough flavor and taste to me to be on my go-to list if it was available here. Even though it's not quite to the 7%, it's close enough. So, with that being said, 98 for me, 9 on the scale. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.41 in the outstanding range. Awesome numbers from them. Very nice numbers from those guys over there. And our final check-in, we're going over to Untapped. They have 4.08. That's in their A- range. So, take it for what it is. If you like a West Coast style beer, or if you've never had a New England style beer, this may be at the top of your list. It is a tasty beer. I enjoyed it. So, Brandon, once again, my brother, I do appreciate you sending me another version or another edition of this, a 2018 edition. Very nice beer, guy. Very, very nice. So, guys, if you've had this from Lone Pint Brewery down in Texas, this is their Yellow Rose. If you can get it, pick it up, give it a try. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.